All right. Okay, cool. So welcome to the Litmus community meeting for the April month. My name is Pritesh and I'm the community manager at LitmusChaos. And today we're gonna discuss about two, three good things about the recent release that we did and recent adopter that we have. We haven't made a public announcement yet, but we'll be doing it today, and after that, we'll be socializing across our socials. But grateful for the new adopter, and thanks all of you for joining today's call. So how we'll start the call is we will start with quick introduction. I'll talk about just how you can introduce us. You just say about yourself. Where do you work? Second thing, third thing is, are you a student? Are you a working professional? Are you a contributor or a Litmus user? And last thing is, where are you from? And what is the motive of joining today's meeting? And what are you expecting from today's meeting? So these are the few things that I'd love to hear in your introductions. Okay, so I'll start with myself. My name is Pritesh, and I work at a company called Harness. And Litmus Chaos is sponsored by Harness, and I am community manager here. I take care of the GitHub to like I may help managing the entire GitHub repository of Litmus Chaos, the content part, the documentation, and I recently turned as a maintainer of Litmus Chaos. So I help manage the entire community and the project of Litmus Chaos. Right. Anything, queries that you have, you can, if you drop on Slack, I'll be the one who'll be helping you with either connecting with the right maintainer or I'll be helping you out with the issues that you're facing with Litmus Chaos. All right. Cool. So who's next? Who's next introducing themselves? Hi, Avnish.
Hello.
Yeah. Your voice is very low for some reason, Avnish, if you're speaking. Can you, yeah, can you speak now? Yep. Yeah, better. Yes. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for your introduction. Yeah. Next, anyone?
Hi, Pritesh. This is King Saturthi. I'm joining this meeting for the second time, and I'm a working professional planning to use Litmus Chaos in my organization. So just want to understand the product fully and want to keep updated with the latest updates from the community as well as the product. Yeah, that's the
That's
reason I joined.
Thank you. Thanks for joining. Yes, Ruturaj.
Yes, hi Pritesh. So first time I got to know about Litmus Chaos. I think I have joined in December in Harness company. I have joined this meeting there as a meetup. I got to know about that, and this is the first time I am joining this community meetup. And I'm a working professional. I have around 3.5 of experience in DevOps, and I'm planning to set up this Litmus Chaos in our organization. And plus, I'm interested to be the open source contributor. I'm just learning a Golang, and I'm thinking that I'll be part of this community and I can contribute as a good first issues. So if you can help me with that, that will be very good.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks everyone for joining and giving your introductions. This is the community call that we host every Wednesday of every month. And apart from the community calls, we also host contribution calls. That is contributions and maintainers meeting that mostly happens every second and fourth Thursday. Unfortunately, now mostly the fourth Thursday is when we host. Uh, for some reason, we missed the first meeting. We're missing it from last 2 months. I'll try to make cover it from next month onwards, but you can join the contributors meeting in case of if you want to have any discussions about your contributions that you're having or any questions related to the contributions part. And in community meeting, we mostly discuss about the project, about what's happening in the community and who are the new adopters if we are onboarded anyone. So this is what we gonna talk about in today's meeting as well. Okay. I'll go through I'll quickly go through the agenda of today's meeting. Um, so we'll be talking about some community updates and the contribution updates. We'll be doing some open discussions, questions, queries, and then we'll wrap up. In contributions and community updates, we have three things to discuss about. Uh, First is we added a new adopter uh, in our project. What is the meaning of adopter is any company who has been using LitmusChaos for a long time, and if they are ready to make it public that, hey, we are using LitmusChaos and we want to share feedback about the tool and how things are going with them. This is how adapters work and adopters showcase themselves for our open source project in CNCF. Okay, I'll be sharing about it later, but yeah. And then we today only we released 3.28 version, and we'll be talking about some of the open issues, and yeah, on the contribution part. Okay, so talking about the first thing, we added Canonical as our public adopter. This was a big achievement because Canonical is the company behind Ubuntu, and having them as adopter of Litmus is a very big thing. And everyone in the Litmus team is super happy that, okay, hey, we added Canonical as the adopter. And how we can see that? So when you go to litmus uh, chaos.io, and if you see trusted startups and enterprises, you can see Canonical here. But when you click on this add organization, so here is where all the public adopters share about that feedback and accept that, okay, they are the public adopters of an open source project. So here is the entry for Canonical that happened 2 weeks back. We haven't. I was planning to release it in a community call first, and then we can make it public. So all these companies are the adopters of Litmus, Pokerbazi, and Intertech, and but these are the recent two new additions that in last 6 months. So yeah, grateful for that. So yeah, coming to the next part, that is the release. Let's go to the release notes. So this time we had a mix sort of contributions. No, not a lot of new contributors were onboarded for this release, because I'll share you the reason why it did happen. But in this release there were some security fixes. I'm not sure. Okay, the Naveen did the fix, and there was one really nice fix that I want to talk about. The rest of them, of course, you can go through. These are the very small changes that has been done by different you know contributors. But there was one contribution. Yeah, this one. The issue was, I'll show you the issue. This was a pending issue and had raised by a lot of people that whenever you edit or clone the experiments in image registry, you'll see that it shows undefined for some reason. Yeah. And then this guy Harshit is I believe he is from Flipkart contributing to Litmus. And he raised a PR for the same. He created a hook about use some image registry hook he created, and here you can see the hook. Um, yeah, yeah, he's exporting here. Yeah, and this will help fix this issue. And this was again a long pending one, a lot of back and forth, but created last year September, but it was merged um this time. So happy for that. Yeah. Rest of the issues are something related to Python vulnerability and small fixes. If you go through it, you'll understand. So yeah, this was update about the release. If you are someone who has been facing this issue, any of these issues, so you can check out and understand uh, if these are relevant to you. If you feel like you can upgrade to the new version. Okay. All right. Yeah, coming to the open issues that I was talking about, a lot of issues that are pending right now are because of the CIE failures. So many of these issues are having CI fail in CI checks that we have in our repository. So a lot of contributors were not able to take out time to fix the CI issues, and that's the reason. And for us, it's important to make pass all the CI integration checks that we have. And once that is done, then and only then we'll be able to merge these PRs. So many of them are facing the same issue. So once that is done, probably next release we would be able to uh, give a lot more things in release notes, because this time everything was fine, just uh the CI checks were failing for a lot of these PRs. So that's the thing. Coming to the issues, now I'll be talking about how can you contribute. Okay, this is again I talk about in every community meeting, that how a new contributor can contribute to LitmusChaos. Every open source project will have this contributing guide. So I'd highly recommend, if you're new to an open source project, go through the contributing guide. It shows everything, how you can set it up, where you can ask your queries. You can go to a Slack channel and then you can ask your queries, how to report an issue, how you can set up the development environment, how you can sign a DCO, right? How you can raise a PR, right? Your PR checklist, and then what are the highlighted repositories that you can contribute to according to whatever skill sets or interests that you have, right? And about the community meetings. So these are the things you should go through first before you start. So in order to set up, I'll give you a quick guide on that. You can go to wiki in the GitHub repository, and here you'll find the development guide. Okay, so this is the setup. You can set up your backend first, and then it's a very straightforward process. If you're facing any issues in setting up, feel free to reach out to us in the Litmus Slack channel, and anyone, me or anyone else in the community, would be happy to help you out in the setup. Okay, so yeah, and then you can set your front end locally, and then you can get started with the contribution that you have. Okay, so there are multiple different repositories that you can contribute to. Some of the highlighted ones are Litmus, of course, then Litmus Go, his CTL logs, workflows, charts, a lot of them. So feel free to go through them and try understand what connects with what, and then yeah. Also, I highly recommend to understand the product first before you start contributing to it. For that, you can go through our documentation, and in documentation specifically, I'll recommend you to go through the architecture part. This gives you a high level understanding of what are the different components we have, and how does it work, right? Like we have our control plane here, which is chaos center, which basically takes care of your auth server and a DB and GraphQL server, which will be taking care of your APIs and everything. In chaos plane, again, there is a Argo workflow controller, then there is an agent, and how everything works, everything you can see over here, right? So in Kubernetes, you have to set your control plane, and then you can target any of your Kubernetes, bare metal, GCP, AWS, or Azure, wherever your environment is, which you want to disrupt, and test that if it will handle the failure or not. Okay, that's what we do in chaos engineering, right? So yeah. So these things are very important. The knowledge, initial knowledge is very important. Will give you high level edge on the project itself. So yeah, this is there. This is how you, and then you can go to, of course, open issues, and then you can write what you can do. You can do click no assignee, and you can see a lot of issues which are there. Then you can, if you want to see good first issues, of course you can add a label of good first, and then you might find some, yeah. So feel free to take them, or any issues you can. Recently I opened a lot of 2-3 issues in last 1 week, which were taken by some other contributor, but they were not able to take it forward. So I've opened it again in case if you wanna check out. You'll Once you do this no assignee thing, you'll find all the issues, and any all the latest issues would be here, so you can go through them. I'm not very sure if this is okay. This has uh, okay. Yeah, this hasn't been assigned, but he has already done the contribution. But anyways, a good practice would be to ask for an assignment on any of the issues that you want to contribute. And then once that is assigned, then and only then you can start contributing to it. In case if you're not getting response from me, you can reach out to me on Slack. I'm super active on Slack. I'll reply to you quickly and will assign the issue to you. Sometimes we miss the GitHub notification, so that's that. Cool. So this is how you do it. So apart from the code contribution that you can do, I believe there are multiple ways you can contribute and help community grow. You can help if you are well aware of Litmus, and if you've done chaos engineering using Litmus, you can help others in the Slack channel. You can take part in the discussions. You can help people in setting up Litmus, or contribution queries or questions anyone has. You can help them out as well. If you want to create, you can also create a blog or video content around Litmus, and we would be happy to reshare and publicize it, that you get the required attention on the work that you're doing for advocating about the Litmus chaos. Then last is, of course, you can share your feedback on everything. You can share feedback on new potential features that you think could add more value to the project, or any enhancement that you can think of in the world of AI, that okay, this feature or this thing can improve the project. Feel free to create a GitHub issue, start a discussion in Slack, and we would be happy to take it up. All right. So yeah, these are the different things, that different ways you can contribute to Litmus. And yeah, now the floor is open for the discussion. And if anyone is having any questions, queries, thoughts, please feel free to, unmute and share.
I have posted a question in the Slack channel.
Okay,
So if you are okay, I can ask the same question here.
sure. You can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slack
So
channel.
I'm looking
Just
into the document. Yeah.
was checking Slack. Okay, you just shared.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Please. You're saying something.
No, no, no. If you saw that message, it's fine.
Yeah,
Just
this
looking
one,
for
right?
the answer.
For
Yeah.
Azure, I can see only two experiments if it is possible to create. Yeah, it is possible to create your custom experiments. You can create custom. So once you set it up, I do not have the local setup right now, but there is a way to create custom experiment. So you can create it. I'm not sure if, let me check documentation. Uh, document.
Okay.
Did you got a
Because
chance
when I
to?
look into
Yeah.
no, not tried it.
Hmm.
When I looked into the document for Kubernetes, there will be a lot of experiment available by default. For Azure and GCP, it's mostly VM based. So I thought no other experiment will be there for other resources like a database, storage bucket like that. I thought. So that is the reason I asked for a custom experiment.
Okay, as far as I know, you can create custom experiments for any of the target environments. But since you already asked in the Slack channel, I can still check with the team and get back to you on that, on the Slack itself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So the Litmus Chaos is majorly focused on Kubernetes or cloud.
So
What
you
is the
have
major use case?
major use cases, of course, for you, you can target any of your cloud. It could be your AWS or GCP or Azure, but you have to set it up in the Kubernetes. It's a Kubernetes native tool, the CNCF tool, right? At the end of the day, CNCF is what and if everything you see would be native to Kubernetes. So it's a Kubernetes native tool. So primarily used for Kubernetes, but we also provide you if you want to perform chaos engineering in your cloud environments, there are experiments templates that we provide. But and of course, I believe custom experiments also you can write it down and run in the Litmus chaos. But I'll check and get back. But to answer your
Yeah.
question, primarily it is yes for Kubernetes, but there are options available.
Okay. That's
Yeah. If you're looking for enterprise solutions, you'll see other enterprise solutions. Those solutions will help you with if you want to set it up on your Linux or any other environment in general. Those solutions might help. But yeah, for this open
okay.
source solution, yeah, this is the one.
Understood. Running the Litmus on Kubernetes is fine. That's what I understand from the architecture. Control plane, right?
Yes,
So,
control
and
plane
the
is
execution, chaos execution is the target system. So, what
exactly.
I understood from the document is mostly focused on Kubernetes. Before entering into the chaos principle and chaos engineering, I thought it is common for Kubernetes and most of the common cloud services, I thought. But in the document, also checked in mm, other product as well, like Chaos Mesh also. They are also similar to Litmus Chaos Experiment only for the cloud, mostly VM based and disk based only it's available.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to clarify.
Understood. Cool. Um, all right. Any other questions? Anyone? All right. Cool. I believe we do not have any questions. In case if you have any questions later, you can drop the questions in the Slack channel. Before we wrap up today's call, I have to write down the meeting notes for today's meeting. So just be with me for next 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, yeah, you have any questions?
Sorry, it was a mistake.
Yeah, please. Okay. All right. I'll just edit this. This was March 18. Today is April 15. Uh, this is sync up 61. It's April 15th, 28 release. Github issue discussions. New adopter. Okay. New adopter announcement. Cannot edit canonical. Okay, how to contribute share stories. All right. Think we are good. I'll just write your names. We have Ritu, Raj. Then we have Nish. Tare. All right. So I think we are good now. I'll just close this and yeah, I'll close the meeting now. Thanks everyone for joining today's call and hope you have a lovely night ahead. Thank you for joining.
Thank, thank you.
Thank you, Pradesh.